Diving in deep to the world of crypto. You're listening to Vorpin AI.
Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive.
Definitely. This week's roundup is wild, even for crypto.
Right. Weekly roundup, #12, is what we're looking at.
Yeah, a lot to unpack.
And we're going to make sense of it all. No jargon.
Just the facts, but make it fun.
Exactly. So if you want to get up to speed on the latest crypto trends, this is the place to be.
We got some unexpected winners and losers.
Oh, yeah, some real head-scratchers this week.
And some predictions that go all the way to 2040. Can you believe that?
2040. Okay, start with the big one. Polkadot.
DOT, yeah, the king of interoperability right now.
But what now?
Interoperability, basically, it's all about connecting different blockchains together.
Like making them talk to each other?
Exactly. And Polkadot does it really well with this unique thing called parachains.
Parachains.
Yeah, imagine them as like these individual lanes on a highway. Each lane is a different blockchain, but they can all communicate and share data seamlessly.
Okay, I'm kind of getting it. But here's the thing. Polkadot's price has been, well, it's been down.
Yeah, it's taken a hit, no doubt.
And that's got some people looking at alternatives like this Lightchain AI. Ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah. They're making a lot of noise, especially after raising like 11 million in their presale.
11.3 to be exact.
Right. So Lightchain AI, they're interesting because they're not just connecting existing blockchains. They're building a whole new system, from the ground up.
With AI baked right in.
Yeah, they're using AI for stuff like governance and scalability, trying to solve some of the big problems that other blockchains struggle with.
So it's like Polkadot's the bridge builder and Lightchain AI is the city planner.
I like that analogy, yeah. They're creating this whole new environment designed for AI.
Tough choice. A well-established network or a brand new AI-powered one?
Definitely a lot to consider there. Both have their own advantages, for sure.
Okay, enough about interoperability. Let's move on to something a bit more concrete. Stellar.
XLM, yeah, they've had a good week, actually.
Bounced back from that support level, what was it, 0.43?
Yeah, 0.43, a key support level.
Now, for the folks at home who aren't like professional traders, what does that actually mean, support level?
So imagine it like this. A support level is like a safety net for the price. It's where a lot of buyers are waiting, ready to scoop up the token if it dips that low.
So it's not just some random number, it's like a psychological barrier.
Yeah, and if it breaks through that level, it can trigger a sell-off. But if it bounces back like Stellar did, it's a sign of strength.
And now there's talk of Stellar hitting 50 cents. That's a big psychological barrier too, right?
Oh, yeah. 50 cents is a huge milestone. If they can break through that, it could create a lot of momentum.
And momentum is everything in crypto.
Exactly. It's all about market sentiment. If enough people believe in a project, that belief can become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I feel like we need to explain market sentiment because I know some folks might not be familiar.
Yeah, so market sentiment is basically the overall mood of the market. Are people feeling bullish, like optimistic, or are they feeling bearish, like pessimistic?
So it's like the vibes.
Yeah, the vibes. And you can see this sentiment reflected in all sorts of things. Social media, news articles, even the trading volume.
Gotcha. So it's not just about the numbers. It's about understanding the overall story.
Right. Right. The narrative is just as important as the data.
Okay, let's talk about another token that's got a good story going. SEI.
Yeah, they're approaching a resistance level, about 0.37.
Resistance level. Okay, so that's like the opposite of a support level.
Yep, it's like a ceiling, a price point where a lot of sellers are waiting to cash out.
So if it breaks through that resistance level, that's a good sign.
It could be, especially if it does it with strong trading volume and positive indicators. And SEI's got both right now.
So what are these positive indicators you're seeing?
Well, the network activity is way up, which means more people are actually using the token, and the liquidity is healthy, which is always a good sign for traders.
SEI, something to watch for sure, especially for those looking at short-term gains.
Right. It's definitely got that potential.
All right, now let's dive into the meme coin madness. Got to talk about Shiba Inu.
Yes. SH, the dog-themed token that just won't quit.
And they're saying it could hit 0.003 by 2040. That's like a 15,000% return. Are we booking our tickets to the moon yet?
Well, hold on a second. There's a lot of hype around SHIB, but there's also some substance.
Like what?
Well, for one, we've seen a lot of big investors, the so-called whales, buying up a lot of SHIB.
So the big players are taking it seriously.
Yeah, and the ecosystem is growing with new projects and partnerships popping up all the time. And they're also burning tokens, which is supposed to reduce the supply and drive up the price.
But let's be real, the meme coin space is super competitive,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it's a crowded market, and predicting what's going to happen 20 years from now is, well, it's pretty much impossible.
So it's a long shot, but it's a fun long shot, I'll give them that.
It's definitely a story to keep an eye on.
All right, moving on to something completely different. Theta Network. They're doing this whole decentralized streaming thing.
Yeah, it's pretty innovative. Basically, they're using a peer-to-peer network to stream content instead of relying on centralized servers.
So instead of going through like YouTube or Twitch, you're connecting directly with other viewers.
That's the idea. And it has the potential to make streaming cheaper, faster, and potentially even higher quality.
And they're making big moves in gaming and esports, right?
Oh yeah, they're partnering with some major players in those spaces. It's a perfect fit for their technology.
It's kind of mind-blowing, the whole idea of a decentralized, viewer-powered streaming platform.
It's definitely a game changer if they can pull it off.
But this week also reminded us that crypto can be, well, a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, we saw that with Aptos. They were one of the most hyped projects, and now they're struggling.
What happened?
Well, they broke through some key support levels, and the market sentiment turned bearish. A lot of people lost confidence.
Ouch, that's got to be tough.
It just goes to show that even the most promising projects can face headwinds. Crypto is a volatile space, and risk management is key.
It's a good reminder for everyone. Do your research. Don't get caught up in the hype.
Exactly. Due diligence is crucial.
Okay, last but not least, Avalanche. What's the buzz?
A lot of people are calling Avalanche a potential top performer for 2025, and for good reason.
So what's so special about Avalanche?
Well, for starters, it's incredibly fast and scalable. It can handle a huge number of transactions per second.
So no more network congestion.
Not on Avalanche. They've got that sorted out.
Nice. And I hear they're also making waves in DeFi and NFTs.
Oh, yeah. They've got a thriving ecosystem with all sorts of projects and applications being built on their platform.
So there's something for everyone on Avalanche, it sounds like.
Definitely. They've got a lot going for them, and they're attracting a lot of attention from both retail and institutional investors.
Well, this deep dive has been quite a ride. We've seen the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
It's the wild world of crypto. Always something happening.
And we've learned about interoperability, market sentiment, support and resistance levels, meme coin madness, decentralized streaming, and the importance of risk management.
We've covered a lot of ground.
So, if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry, it's a lot to take in. Just remember to do your own research, stay informed, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Absolutely. There's a whole community out there ready to help you navigate this exciting space.
And as we wrap up, I just want to leave you with one final thought, one thing we didn't really touch on today, but it's something to keep in mind as you're doing your research.
What's that?
Regulations, the crypto landscape is constantly evolving, and governments around the world are still figuring out how to regulate this space.
That's a good point. Regulations can have a huge impact on the market.
So pay attention to what's happening in the regulatory landscape. It could make all the difference for your investments.
Excellent advice. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, invest responsibly.
All right, that's it for this week's Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.